This is my very first podcast and, my very first show. And I'm just so excited to have all of you join me on this journey, as well as, just hear my side of this journey, wherever you may be right now and whatever you're going through as you're trying to find alignment as well as your purpose in life. This is the conversation for you. So please stay tuned as we're talking about finding my voice and aligning with your very true self, just like I am right now. Hi, beautiful souls. It is Ndili here. And this is my very first podcast. And for today, we'll be talking about finding my voice and aligning with my true self. I'm just hoping that this topic will help someone out there along their journey. Welcome again to my very first podcast, and this is my very first episode of this journey that I'm so blessed to have each and every one of you be part of it. This space is all about purpose meeting truth, and where I would love each and every one of you to feel safe and to be your true self and very unfiltered in every aspect of the way. As mentioned before, my name is Ndili Kinambing, and today I'm not here to preach or to teach or to be perfect, really. I'm just simply here to share, and my hope is that everybody feels loved, seen, not judged, and no matter where you are in your journey right now, I just want you to know that I've got you. It's taken me years to actually sit right in front of you. Believe me, it has been quite tough. Not because I didn't have anything to say and not because I didn't have anything to share with you, but simply because I was just very afraid. I was afraid of what people would think, afraid of saying the wrong things, afraid of what my friends, what my family would think, afraid of really being misunderstood, because as some of you have followed me, I am on television and I have a religious show there, and people have come to understand me in a different light there. But now, as much as I really cherish what I have built over the years and the show that, what I have learned on that platform, this podcast and this space, it's really not one that's religious. It's just about being human. It's about purpose. It's about alignment, and as well as identity. I was really terrified. I'll not lie to you. I was scared of confusing people, disappointing people, but most importantly, I think I was just so scared and terrified of being real in a world that can be so brutal. Sometimes coming on here and just talking about your journey will help one person or another, and this is what it's all about. I tell you the truth, I feared the most acceptance, not just from the media world. I feared acceptance even from my family doing what I'm doing right now. I mean, my parents did not grow up in an age where, they had social media. I mean, their times were quite different. They didn't understand the why behind it. And for a while, actually, neither did I. But there was a sound within me that wouldn't go away for so long and for so many years. And the truth, I really wasn't ready then. Then came a time when I hit what I call a midlife crisis. And I think some of you all know about midlife crisis. But now I've come to realize that it was actually a midlife awakening. Everything I knew about myself, everything I thought I understood about myself actually just crumbled. And I had to relearn, I had to rethink, I had to unmask myself, not just as a mom, as a sister, as a daughter. I had to really look at it from a different perspective. And I tell you, I think that was probably the hardest thing for me. I had then to really do the real question and ask myself the hard questions, like, what have I achieved? What dreams have I buried? What versions of myself have I left behind because I was afraid? I take a pause now as I'm talking to you, because all of this is just reflecting back, and it's coming, and it's like a flash that's running in my mind right now. For the first time, I had to give myself grace. Not just the kind I easily give to others, but the kind that says you are allowed to start again. Even though I felt at that point like my age was going, I realized that you are allowed to not have it all figured out. Trust me, I cried, I wrestled, and I asked God, why? And one day I suddenly realized and stopped and thought, why was dragging me into depression? And I started asking myself a different question. What now? How do I move forward? How can I get help to get there as to where I want to be? And honestly speaking, that was really where healing began, because the why question completely threw it out. And then I started looking in terms of solutions for me to move forward. Alignment is what I came to realize that it's something so seasonal. And in each and every season, it may look different. And there's really no one size fits all when we're talking about alignment. Some would tell you you should have started earlier. Someone would tell you, no, you need to do it now. But I say I wasn't ready, but now I am. This platform was really born out of cracks in my life, and the kind of cracks that, lets light in. The kind of cracks that say, you know what, I realize I'm not perfect, and maybe, you're just okay as to where you are. In the middle of a storm or the quiet after one, I came to realize that I'm not alone. Alignment is not always soft, guys. I tell you, it's something I had to discover the right or the wrong way. The tough way, I think that's more honest. It's not about pretty aesthetics, the makeup, the hair. It's not about vacations, living your best life. I know that social media sometimes tell us this, but sometimes it's realizing that it's about the pain, the confusion, and really all the mess in between. Whether it's divorce, joblessness, debts, you name it. And funny enough, you may experience that sometimes it will all happen just at once, and or in different phases, to the point where you just say, my life has just been one huge cycle that you may not even understand. And if you're experiencing that right now, I just want you to breathe and to know that you're not being punished, you're actually being shaped. I've learned how to be intentional, to love with intention, to heal with intention, to speak with intention. I'm not really perfect actually, I'm just not perfect at all, but I'm showing up. And I'm showing up right now, even though, yes, I'm still afraid even this very second. And sometimes I'm prepared, but honest. This podcast is not about perfection. It's about presence. It's just showing up and being there. If you're still discovering your voice, your purpose, your alignment, you're not too late. You're right on time, actually. Peel back the layers of your lifestyle slowly but surely, and cry if you really need to, and be prayerful. It really helps. Ask the hard questions, and when you see patterns repeat, ask, what haven't I learned yet? Above all, know this: you are loved, you are worthy, you are not a mistake. Your life has weight and your journey matters. You're doing better than you think, and trust me, you're not alone. I'm your sister, and I'm here with you. If this episode spoke to you, I'd love to hear from you. Comment, share, or follow this podcast for more real conversations like this. Tell me, where are you on your journey, and how are you finding your sound? Thank you for sharing this sacred moment with me. I'll see you in the next podcast. Until then, be patient, be kind, and be intentional.